Let's go ahead and just title this rank ideas on board. That's the name of our projects now. And the first thing I like to do when I work with a new project is think through my data collections, because as I build pages, I know I'm going to need to have data to power them. And I like to have at least the fields initially thought up. So let's start with the top level. I know I need my board. Every single board I have is going to have a board name. And I want to have a description on these different things. So I'm going to have a board description field as well. I don't think I'm going to have anything here. I might have other things that I pop up later on though. One thing before I go any further on my other collections, you'll see 4 collections by default if you use this template. Users and record association exists on every single database, or rather every single project in Builder. Tasks and statuses and tasks exist in this project because it's an example to-do list app. Now, one thing I want to do on these collections as I build them is limit them by the owner creator only. That means only the owner and creator of records in this collection will be able to access them, which for my purposes then means it's secure for that user. Even if I maybe kept a filter open that wasn't filtered by the user, that user could only ever get their own data and never get anyone else's data. So that'll be something that you see on default on these records, as well as any records I create. So on our boards go ideas. Our ideas have a name. Our ideas may have a description. Our ideas are going to have a score, which is going to be our total score. I don't have to clarify field types in Builder. We accept any value for any field type, but I'm going to go ahead and call that a number. And one thing that is going to happen is our ideas are going to be on specific boards. So I'm going to create a board collection relationship field, choose the board collection, and I'm going to display the board name here and create this field. A very important concept to know is that our relationship field is just referencing the ID of the board. So it's really just a display tool for you to see in the studio, a more human readable name for the ID there instead of just seeing an ID. So helpful while you're building, doesn't influence anything about the relationship itself. So this is everything I think I need initially on our ideas. So we're good there. Next, we're going to need categories. Categories are going to be what we're going to rank everything by. So we need a category name. We need a category description. And we don't need anything else here. Now, one important thing is categories are going to be related to ideas, and that's how the idea is going to get a score from a category. So I need to create a idea score category relationship collection. This collection is going to be, it's a many to many. Many ideas are going to have many categories assigned to them and vice versa. So we need a relational field for the idea. And we also need one for category. And then the additional important thing about this process is that our idea and category is actually defining a score. So I need to add a score field for this overlap relationship. So this is our initial data setup. I'm certain I'm going to come back and need to edit a few other things as I create, but this should be giving me a good initial setup. So now that I have my data set up, actually, before I go on, I do want to make sure I do that same user access changes. So owner creator only on categories, owner creator only on scores, and ideas.